Page 22, Merrily We Roll Along. In this lesson, they're introducing you to the key of E-flat major. E-flat major, well, let's talk. It's got three flats. Remember, the order of the flats in the key signature is always the same order. So the first flat is always a B-flat. The second flat is always an E-flat. And the third flat is always an A-flat. So we got these three flats in E-flat major. I show you the little chart at the top of the page. It can be confusing no matter how you look at it. In my opinion, the easiest way to do it is simply to learn the scale. I have scale videos. Go find the scale for E-flat major and learn it one octave up and down. Do everything I explain in the video there. So if I follow my pattern for whole steps and half steps on a major scale, I should be able to figure out the notes in the E-flat major scale. Remember, the whole, half, whole, half. That's the pattern. Start on E-flat and just follow that pattern. E-flat, any E-flat, doesn't matter. E-flat, if I go whole, half, whole, half. Whole, half, whole, half. Whole, half, whole, half. E-flat major scale. It's still, I think it's better if you go to my scale video and learn it as I present it in there. This way, when you're playing in these key signatures like E-flat major, you look up Merrily We do something, you just know there's three flats in it. You don't have to worry about which ones they are. Okay, which black keys do I play? You simply play the notes in the scale. So if you know the scale, just play those notes. I use that method. I've used it for a long time and it really works very well, but you need to know the scales. Instantly, when you think of a scale, you can picture the notes that are in the scale. Takes a while, but it comes. All right, let's see what we're merrily doing here. Look it over. It's 2 lines long. Treble, bass, clef, 3 flats in the key signature. Key of E-flat major. We've already discussed that. 4/4 time signature. We got dotted rhythms and quarter notes and half notes. And a whole note. Okay. Right hand first. Let's see what's going on. And with third finger on the G, that puts you in this position. Remember these 3 flat? They're in the key signature, so they're in the position. You don't fit up in here yet. You don't have to actually be here. You can be here. Just know that you got to play these black keys. You can be out here to start. Just be ready to come up to play these keys when you need them. So it's 1 and 2 and at the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3. Dotted rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm hoping you understand dotted rhythms, but just in case, at the beginning, the quarter note comes on beat 1. And the quarter note takes up a whole beat. So the dot comes on beat 2. And the dot is the same as an 8th note because, remember, a dot gets half the value of the note, and half of a quarter note is an 8th note. So the dot comes on beat 2, and then the F comes on the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. 3 and 4 and. Like so. That's pretty much it. So I'm only coming up here as far as I need to go to play these notes. I'm trying to stay out here as much as I can. If you have little hands and thin fingers, it doesn't make any difference. You can just stay up here if you want. Although generally speaking, we don't play the piano up in here. It's kind of dangerous when you get your fingers in between these keys. Things can go wrong. So we try and stay out here as much as we can. Sometimes we do have to come up in here, but generally we wouldn't stay there any longer than we have to. Left hand, you got these chords here. You're pretty much stuck here. If you don't want to be up here on the left hand, then you have to do it this way. Your second finger, that way you stay out here. That's fine, up to you. And then third measure, then it would be here. In both black keys. Now if you're up in here, passing weight from finger to finger here. I'm doing that in both hands. I was kind of walking on the piano. Here, here. I'm doing it in the right hand also. Then we put the hands together where it's here. And you can see the music between the stabs, or look at this, both stabs, how the notes line up. Both notes, these come together, and then you have a B flat, and then you have an F, and then these come together. So you can see how they kind of line up, and the eighth notes come in between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So just keep these quarter notes steady, and you put the hands together and then go back over the touchy spots and work them out. Get rid of any hesitation so it is a steady beat at some speed. It's up to you on the speed, but some speed for now. And then I think about the articulation. Here they're not giving us anything. So what do we want to do? It's wide open. Well, in the right hand I usually put in the phrases if I can figure out what they are. And for me, I have to speed up the melody so I can hear it better. Sounds like every half note ends a phrase. So I'm going to lift up, like taking a breath. And the left hand, I'm going to connect it all. So it's here. See, I'm lifting up here, but not here. So I'm lifting up for the phrasing. Now on the left hand, because nothing's marked, you can experiment here. Try playing them disconnected. It can be kind of fun. It's experimenting. If they really wanted it connected, they would tell you that. I suggest you go ahead and connect it. I think it sounds better connected. That's just my opinion. Dynamics. MF, mezzo forte, is moderately loud, sort of loud. Not loud, just sort of loud. If you can, keep the left hand light. Can you play that soft? And this, at the same time, you're heavier in the right hand and light in the left. It feels weird, but I keep asking you to keep trying this because in time it comes. It just takes time. So here. There are words to this. They don't show them here, but there are words to this. Speed. Moderato is just somewhere in the middle. It's not fast, it's not slow. See, if I play it real fast, that's fast, and slow is somewhere in the middle. It's a range. It's not a set speed. It's not a set thing on the metronome. It's somewhere in the middle. What feels right. That's my moderato for now. After a couple cups of coffee, probably a little faster, who knows. Let's play it together very slowly and make sure you know the notes and the rhythms. Now this is after you've learned it. Learn it first and then play it with me. You should be playing the same note I'm playing at the same time I'm playing. And all we're doing is just checking notes and rhythms. I'm going to play both hands about the same so you can hear them. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Three, 4,